Hi everybody, welcome to today's Facebook Live, and I'm going to teach you, or not teach, but just let you know about two new ways that, well, I don't know about they're new, but two ways that I've been testing out Facebook stories and Instagram stories. G'day Karen, thanks for joining me, and hello to my replay viewers, and if you're on Instagram TV watching this as a replay, hello to you too. So let me know where you're coming in from. G'day Sadie, and if you think this is going to be really valuable, give it a share, give me some love, push it out into the algorithm, that would be much appreciated. Okay, so stories. Facebook did a big announcement probably around a week ago, and one of its biggest things that it really honed in on was stories, okay? Facebook stories, Instagram stories. So when they really hone in on something, that means that you need to get your butt there and start doing it, okay? So I've been testing a few things out for clients and also in my own business over for my health and wellness products in the last, 3 weeks. So I've been testing some stuff, and I'm going to tell you the two things that I have been testing and that are working, and also an extra tip, especially for Instagram, that's going to get you more followers and get you more views on your stuff. Okay, so the first one is stories. Well, first of all, I'm not going to explain what stories are. We all know what stories are, and they are just another great free way to expose more people to what it is that you do, you sell, your lifestyle, and behind the scenes stuff too. That's why stories are so powerful, because you can show people behind the scene of your life, what you are like in business mode, what you're like in real life, this kind of stuff. And that's why stories are really powerful. So the first one is stories in groups, okay? I don't see many people doing a story post in a group. I have been doing it, and that's what netted me the other day. I think it was 327 eyeballs on my stuff. It was more of an engagement type of story post, okay? I gained some new friends out of it. I opened up conversations out of that post, and I hope to go on and sell some pet collagen from that post with the people who I've engaged with. So that was more of a pet orientated group, because I sell a pet collagen. And I have my dog Max, and he's very marketable. So that was a really good test. I've also been doing it in some health and wellness, and also, like your work from home groups and things like that. So if you are producing content that's relevant to any of those type of audiences, or wherever it is you hang out in groups, then go and add a story post to the group. Because what's going to happen, just think that that group's got 20,000 people, and you put a story up, then all those 20,000 people are going to see that story, assuming they look at Facebook stories, right? So yeah, majority of people do. So hence, I think that particular group I posted in's got around 11,000 people. I got 327 views or eyeballs, and I've got a whole list of 327 names that I can reach out to if I wanted to, an open conversation, or I actually prefer them to come to me. So I actually had people friend requesting me and opening up conversations in regards to my pet collagen, okay? So that is one really, really good tip. Yes, Sadie. Go hang out where no one else is. That way you'll stand out from the crowd, okay? It's really, really important to be at the forefront of this. So in groups, depending on what you do, so I like to hang around in 3, maybe 4 particular groups that I really, really target, and not target, but I like to hang around in, because you need to, with groups, especially all these spammy groups, right? This is something else I'm testing, especially all these spammy groups. We all know what they are. But imagine if you're the person who shows up there every single day, offering value, offering information, commenting on people's posts, and standing out from the crowd. Do you know how much that makes you stand out? So this is what I have been doing, and again, it's netting me friend requests, and again, it's netting me more conversations to have without me having to go and find people, okay? That's not really to do with Instagram or Facebook Instagram stories, but that is a extra top tip that I highly recommend you do. Okay, the second one is to do with Instagram. Instagram is blowing up. And I remember going to Gary Vee's event in Brisbane there last year, and he said, do Instagram stories, do Instagram stories. So ever since then, I've done Instagram stories. So, I only typically like to probably put 2 posts on my Instagram stories, not many, simply because people are moving so fast. They typically only look at the one story and then move to the next person. Have a think about what your own habits are in stories as to how many you think resonates with what you do to how many stories you want to actually add. If you've got any questions here too, plop them below, and please share this out if you are finding this valuable and it could help somebody else. I would totally love that, and give me some hearts, thumbs up. Anyway, so the big tip with Instagram is use a hashtag in your story. Just one, okay? Use a hashtag. So when you go onto Instagram and you go to your story, at the top there's a little, like, I think it's a square with a smiley face maybe, you know, and you can add like your GIFs and all that kind of stuff. When you go to there, it will say hashtag. Okay, so actually, true, I do that. No more than 3 before I go to the next one. 100% Sadie. So think about your habits. This is something I too have been really tuning in on lately is, what are my habits? What is my habits in stories? What is my habits in scrolling? Where am I hanging out the most? Okay, where can I add the most value? Really, that's another big tip. But Instagram stories, so go up there, add a hashtag. Thank you, Sadie. You're the best. I can't wait to see your next t-shirt stuff too. If you're into t-shirts, look at Sadie. Anyway, hashtags, add a hashtag. So what this does is, now in Instagram, it's been around for a while, and you probably know this because you're on Instagram, is that you can follow hashtags. It's probably relatively new, maybe 6 months old, thereabouts, I guess. And you can follow hashtags. So for example, if I follow the hashtag fly in, fly out wife, because that's what I am, right? My husband flies in, flies out. So it's a hashtag that I like to follow. So I can follow that hashtag. So anyone that posts in, fly out wife, I get to see those in my feed in Instagram. So if someone is hashtagging fly in, fly out wife, then in my story, their story is going to pop up, even though we don't follow each other, or I don't follow them and they don't follow me, either or, okay? So it's another way that you're going to get more exposed to more followers who don't really know that you exist. Does that make sense? Or who aren't following you? Because typically stories are people who follow you and you see their stories. So imagine if you could get in front of the hashtags. So that's how you can do that. Another tip, actually, I've already given more than 2 away, but another great tip, because it just keeps coming to me, I love this stuff, is if you're thinking to yourself, I don't really have anything to share today, what about if you shared somebody else's post to a story, okay? For example, I've been following a little bit on Grant Cardone and on his Instagram. So there was something I saw the other day and I was like, I really like that and I don't want to recreate it. So you can actually share that to your Insta story. Okay, so what that does is it sets you apart also, because it also positions you of someone who's learning, someone who's in a position of authority. That's what that does. And people love shared content. Plus, people like Grant Cardone or whoever's content you shared get a notification that you shared that post, okay? So it's another way to get other eyeballs back on you. Sharing is a good thing to do, just don't overdo it, okay? And when you share that post in Insta, you can share it, but then you can actually put your own bit of copy on it or an emoji, whatever it is that you want, you can put that on there also, okay? So therefore you can add your 2 cents worth, as Gary Vee says, add your 2 cents worth and share his stuff. Get eyeballs from Grant Cardone or whoever it is you share back to you, because I'll get notifications. Can you see how this works? Share and care works really, really well. So these are some things that I've been testing and measuring, and they actually really do work. I've noticed my followers increased. And what was the other thing? Definitely with the engagement that's in Instagram, definitely my followers has increased. And the other thing is back over in Facebook, go and add a story to a group that you hang out in regularly, and don't make it spammy. So, you know, don't just like blah yourself, you know, add value, add humor, add quality. Okay. It's not just about going in for the jugular for the sale. All right. You need to add value. You need to add engagement. You need to add interest, curiosity. Curiosity posts work really well in stories. I've just done one last night in a group that I'm in, and I've got to get back to a couple of inquiries this morning because I added a curiosity story post. Working very well. Okay, so they're my tips for stories and how you can go and use them better to get you more eyeballs on your stuff. So thanks for tuning in. Any questions, I'm happy to answer them on stories. Had a lot of people come in, so that's fantastic. And if you got some value too, please share it out. I'd totally appreciate that. But it's also the fact it's just not about me. It's about that you are positioning yourself, that you've found something that's really good. And I want to let more people know about it because it's going to help them, especially if you're building up a team. You know, just little tidbits. If you've had a aha moment or a penny drop, then I'm sure that somebody else will have the same thing, okay? Could be just one thing that they pick up today that could really accelerate their business, alrighty? So that's it, guys. I must go. I've got Danelle Dargoto in 13 minutes, so I need to do a few things before we get ready for that. So I look forward to, I know some of you will be in there, so I look forward to seeing that. And have a great day, and give me #replay, and you made it all the way to the end. Also, and Sadie, you are very welcome. We love Sadie. Okay, bye guys.